Hello and welcome to Football Fumb. Football Fumb. Season 3 just finished, completed. And you join me at the start of Season 4. Welcome. We're still in the Premiership, which is good. In connection with Season 3 review, we did actually finish 13th, which was slightly disappointing, being that we lost our last sort of 3 games. I think the team went on holiday. But 13th place was one position higher than the previous season, so it is progress. And if we look at, for example, team report, there are now a lot less red weaknesses. So 3 teams went down, obviously, last season. If I can get it, yeah. And those were Crystal Palace, Southampton, and Sunderland. In Southampton, I tried to Burnley. So I tried to get Michael Keane in. He was messing me about with wages, etc. Southampton, I looked to poach maybe Ward-Prowse, and again there was probably better players for less money. Yeah, so I tried to get in quick. It didn't quite work out. So yes, Burnley went down, Southampton and Crystal Palace, pretty big teams, and we survived in 13th. As I say, 1 place above the previous season in 14th. The teams that have been promoted for this season, 2019, are Aston Villa. I think they finished top. Cardiff, if I could speak. Cardiff finished 2nd, and I think Fulham 3rd via the playoffs. So we've got a London derby with Fulham. So you'll all be hopefully interested in the signings that I've made, because I'm quite pleased overall. We've done quite well. You join me, as I say, the schedule. The first, as you can see, the pre-season friendlies have gone pretty well, especially when you take into account I've changed tactics completely, which I'll show you. First match of the season will be a tough encounter against Tottenham. They play a 4-2-3-1. So, and I think if we have a look at Tottenham, which I'm doing more and more, is you look at their schedule. The only loss was Anderlecht, who I am scouting to see what formation they play, which may help me. So we shall see. So if we go on to tactics, this is what I'm trying to do this season with 3 new tactics. The one that the newest one, the newest one is the 5-2-3, which I don't know if you remember, but I had quite a lot of success initially with like 5, or some people call it 3 at the back. And I'm thinking that, whether it's just most teams, as you probably gather, play 4 at the back. So playing 5 at the back gives you, when you haven't got the ball, let's go to it now actually to show you. Yeah, you got 2 the wing backs, which will tuck in and give you a stronger midfield. We'll have to see, but I think a strikerless tactic may well be, work well against the AI. So we'll have to see. So I'm going to try this out, but obviously you can see it's low. They're not familiar with it at all. I'm trying this 4-3-3, and this is on the counter structured, which I may play at home against Tottenham. I think counter will suit us. I was too ambitious last season in lots of games against top teams with top players, I think this is the only similar tactic which I'm carrying over from season 3 to season 4. And I do think quite often a defensive CDM works well, and an attacking, I've got Shadow Striker, but AMC works quite well, because those two zones are the most important, it seems. So if I just go, I just want to show you this quickly because I think it's quite amusing. The greeny one. So, one bit of good news is that if we go to finances, board, it's the new stadium, and guess what it's called? It's called the Stan Bowles Park. So that's so if we go to transfers, you look down here, you can notice that staff. I'm looking to maybe appoint Mark Chamberlain as you see there, under 23's manager, because in his wisdom, Messeri Neri, who was Italian fitness coach, I'll just show you here. Yeah, he got tapped up from by Sassuolo, but as you see, he's mainly fitness. But he was great stats. He was doing really well for me, and I got the grand sum of 95 grand, like in compensation. And he's just left me at the start of season 4, so I'm hurriedly, we played a couple of matches, lost them both, so I'm hurriedly getting in a replacement under 23 coach. But hopefully what you'll be interested in is the transfers for this new season. If I show you the outs, Grego Cox was never really going to make it, I don't feel, at this club, especially in the Premiership. So we've got a little bit of money in for him. Zenalem is not a bad player. He's on loan, season-long loan at Racing Club de Lens. I got him on a free transfer from Arsenal. We should get a bit of money in. I think I've asked for about $500,000 at the end of the season. They've got an option to buy. Again, he was a fair to middling player, but good in the Championship, not quite cutting it at Premier League level. So the ins, we managed to make Callum Gribbin's loan into a permanent deal for only £900,000. As you can see here, he is already rated at 1.8 million. So that should be a good investment. 20 years old, and I think he, if he gets, his stats are going up. As you can see, they're 2.5, with a possible 3.5. So if he gets game time, he will improve. This guy, Vinicius Jr. Strangely enough, he was a guy that I saw on teletext, and he's rated as the new Neymar. He's a player that I wasn't really looking for. He wasn't on my radar. I did a search, got a scout's report, and he looks good. 3.5 to 4/5 stars potential. I got it. He's rated at 13 million now. I paid 9 million. I think that may raise, but his stats, if we just go back to his stats, they look incredible. They look great. So, and they will improve. He's only 19. Next one. This could be a bit of a risk. Diogo Quiros. I don't know if you recollect, but I had him on loan last season. He's cost me a lot of money. 11 million. He's currently 8.5 million, but I'm paying up over, I think, 48 months though. I think he will be a great wonder kid eventually. 2.5 to 3.5, 4.5. Sorry, 3.5 at the moment, with potential. So he will look, and he's only 20 again, on fairly long contract. So he will be an investment, and hopefully he will become really good. Solar again, a loan made permanent. 13 million. I've paid 15 million. Again, I think he becomes good on the game. Again, another slightly older, 22, and these stats will go up. Look at that, 4.5. At the moment, 3.5. Very good to excellent. So he one for the future again. A fairly long contract. I'll look to keep all these players and grow with me. This guy, I'm really pleased to get 8.75 to 8.95 million. He's already worth 11.5. And he looks a really good player. Look, in German league for Freiburg, already over 7 out of 10. His stats looking good and going up. And hopefully he will be a good partnership currently with Verissimo. This Sanderberg, again, Juventus, hopefully a very good loan signing. I might look to get him permanently. But his stats not quite 7 for he's been on loan to Olympic Lyon. So he should be good, but he's a good backup. Those stats are really good. If you can compare him to, say, well, let's compare him to Solar. He's already better. He will be a good. I just need a backup in the midfield positions, and especially, well, he's only 21 himself. The next one I'm really pleased to get, Yao Carvalho. And again he's 22, but again another wonder kid. And these stats will hopefully go up and up. I paid 375k, and he's already worth, well, he's valued at 2.9 million. So I'm very, very pleased. So it's a building a really young team. Hopefully we'll grow for the future. Stay with me, keep renewing contracts, and we'll build and become better as a team. Another one, belatedly, I 5.5 million already, mainly, or possibly because he's English. But I got him in, Joe Gomez. He may not become good on my save, he may do. But 900k, I don't think I should lose on that. I'm excited about this guy. 2.6 to 3.4. And he's already worth 3.5. He's going to be playing in the reserves, bits and pieces. But he's going to be good. Alexander Isak. Look at that, those stats already. So I'm going to look to give him game time. Especially in cups, maybe. A bit more. So they, again, a very, very young squad, but looking to improve. Dalot, again, alone, but I'm going to look to try and buy him. He is back up for my main right back, Emeterio. And this is I've maybe panicked, but I needed a bit of backup. Robinson, if you just go to the tactics. Yeah, Robinson, where is he? He's look at his stats going down, like 2.5. I don't know whether he's ever going to improve. Well, looking like that, 2.5, he's not going to improve. So yeah, I'm looking for and injury to that Pellegrini, who is good. I showed you that a couple of goals of his. He's looking good, but if he gets injured, I need backup. So I brought in a guy who Federica Rica, 24. He's a little bit more experienced. I did have him in the championship, so whether he's not going to be as good, but if we look at his comparison, he is already better. Well, he is better than Robinson stats wise, so he's good backup. And then this guy, Aaron Martin, again 22, great left wing back, 190k. Shouldn't go wrong with him. So that I've got good backup. So I've got with Furlong on the right side, right back. I've got a couple of backups with Diogo Dalot, and on the left side I've got Pellegrini. I've got four left backs, 3 right backs, and also Gomez can play there as well. The last one, my top transfer was Afonso Sousa, and I think I annoyed him, and they wanted £62 million. I'll just show him quickly. Sorry, this video is dragging a little bit. If this ever loaded. So if I show you him, I'll just Sousa. He was my top signing because I know that he will. Well, I think he will become really good on the game. Stats wise, great. And typically he goes, the club, Porto put him up for loan. They put him up for loan as soon as my bid is not accepted. So all these teams, not including me, are loan. So maybe there's a chance in the future to get this guy. But I didn't hang around. I went for the number 2 instead of Sousa. And and got in this guy who looks really good. Kai Havertz, again, youngster, 20, got him on loan. I don't know whether I'll ever be able to buy him, but he certainly looks good. Comparing to our captain, where are we going? Melagoni. So there's not a great deal of difference there. Havertz, slightly better. Obviously, Melagoni is all-rounder, but Havertz is slightly better on the attacking front. So there we have it. End of season 3 update with transfer special, and I will look to play a few games. Maybe going up to January. I don't know if I get time. But to see how all these players get on in season 4, and hopefully we can finish higher or do slightly better than last season. Take care. Speak next time. Football Fumb out for now.